In the dimly lit council chamber, Varian's desperate plea catches in his throat as horror widens his eyes. Maeltharion, with grim determination, plunges a dagger deep into Varian's heart, ending his silent gasp. Other counselors slump in their seats, their expressions frozen in terror, victims of a brutal massacre. Maeltharion pulls the dagger free, its blade glinting, and meticulously wipes it clean with a silk napkin. Flickering sconce light dances through the grand palace hallway, casting long, menacing shadows. Terrified palace guards and servants press against ornate pillars, their faces etched with palpable fear. Maeltharion stands before them, his chilling presence filling the space as his voice echoes. Judgment has begun. House Maeltharion remembers. His form dissolves into the deep shadows at the far end of the hall, a chilling disappearance. Only a lingering, high-pitched scream pierces the silence, a testament to the terror left behind. In the vast Ivory Tower library, flickering oil lamps cast dancing shadows, illuminating ancient texts with an eerie glow. Lithariel, a scholar, hunches over a table, her intense gaze fixed on the documents before her, absorbed in her quest. The soft glow of the lamps highlights her determined expression as she pores over the fragile, time-worn pages. The distant murmur of the city is but a faint whisper, unable to break her unwavering concentration. She tirelessly searches for answers, her silhouette a stark figure against the backdrop of countless forgotten stories. In the Ivory Tower, Valor Duskbane, with eyes that gleam with calculation, unfurls a star chart across a polished table. He gestures to a particular constellation, a chilling portent. As Lithariel leans closer, her face a mask of careful neutrality. Her gaze shifts between the intricate celestial patterns and Valor's composed expression, a silent question in her eyes. Valor reveals the grave threat. An unnatural eclipse approaches, threatening Loryndralis. The Codex of Eternal Night speaks of a forbidden rite, the only defense against such an omen. Lithariel and Valor descend into the archives, their shadows stretching long behind them. Heavy, ornate doors, carved with forgotten symbols, slowly swing inward, revealing the ancient secrets within. Ancient locks click and groan, yielding to an unseen force as the doors open, a portal to forgotten knowledge. The air grows cooler and heavier with each step, a palpable silence settling around them, chilling their very souls. They move deeper into the hallowed, hushed sanctum, swallowed by the profound silence of the archives. The archive's sanctum, bathed in lamplight, holds the Codex of Eternal Night on a stone dais. The ancient leather cover of the codex shimmers, a faint, stippled light dancing across its surface. It resembles a miniature night sky, full of secrets and untold power. Lithariel approaches the dais, her every movement charged with a palpable sense of anticipation. Her gaze is fixed on the shimmering book, a silent promise in her eyes. In the archive's sanctum, Lithariel's fingers hover over the ancient codex, its weathered cover hinting at untold secrets. A barely perceptible tremor ripples through the air, a silent warning of an unseen shift. Lithariel turns, her gaze drawn to Valor, his polite facade beginning to crack and crumble. His eyes, once warm, now gleam with a cold, unforgiving light, like polished stone. The stark betrayal hangs heavy, a silent declaration of Valor's dark intentions. With a swift, practiced gesture, Valor dims the lamps, plunging the sanctum into an oppressive, deeper gloom. Shadows stretch and climb the walls, forming a vast, dark canopy overhead, suffocating the air. From the very floor, tendrils of dim, ethereal light uncoil, snaking upwards with sinister grace. The luminous tendrils swiftly bind Lithariel's wrists, then her waist, a silent, inescapable trap. Finally, the light coils around her throat, holding her captive in its cold embrace. Valor's voice cuts through the silence, a chilling apology. "Forgive me. You would have said no." In the archive sanctum, Lithariel strains against ethereal, glowing, magical bindings, her face a mask of fierce determination. She utters an ancient, guttural word, and for a fleeting moment, a coil of magic around her wrist unravels. Valor, his expression unwavering, extends a hand, a subtle gesture of immense power. With Valor's silent command, the binding snaps back into place, stronger than before, trapping Lithariel once more. They stand perfectly still, locked in a silent duel of wills, their eyes assessing unseen magical boundaries. A long, mournful horn blast echoes through the archive's sanctum, a chilling signal of impending attack on the city. Annoyance flickers across Valor's face, his composure briefly broken by the ominous sound. From the deepest shadow, a second form detaches itself, slowly revealing Maeltharion's presence. Maeltharion steps into the dim light, emerging as if from his own cloak, his form now starkly visible. Ghostly Drukhari raiders glide silently into the archive's sanctum, their sinister forms materializing behind Maeltharion in the dim light. Lithariel's eyes, burning with raw betrayal, lock onto Valor, her gaze a searing accusation. A gasp escapes her lips, a whispered plea that cuts through the tension. "This is your defense of the city?" Her voice trembles, laden with the weight of shattered trust, echoing the profound betrayal she feels. In the archive's sanctum, an unseen tension crackles as Valor's eyes fix on an ancient tome, murmuring, "Saving the city from itself." He reaches out, his fingers brushing the dusty cover of the formidable codex, a silent pact made with forgotten knowledge. Lithariel, though bound, holds her head high, her voice cutting through the silence. And some names must be remembered. Maeltharion's warriors move with swift, dark intent, severing Lithariel's binds with their blades. But their freedom is fleeting as shimmering shadow cords replace the chains. A new, sinister captivity. Through winding stairwells and narrow alleys, Lithariel is roughly carried, her wrists and ankles bound by pulsing shadow cords. The air is thick with the scent of smoke and fear as the sounds of screaming echo louder with each brutal step. Above, the first roofs of Loryndralis ignite, sending orange and red flickers across the night sky, illuminating the chaos below. The city, unaccustomed to war, now experiences its brutal lessons firsthand, engulfed in flames and terror. The night air crackles with the clash of steel, a symphony of battle echoing through the palace courtyard. Commander Thalandor, resplendent in silver and gold, bellows orders, his voice a sharp blade cutting through chaos. Loyal soldiers in matching armor struggle, their defensive lines wavering but holding against relentless raiders. Streaks of deadly spellfire tear across the dark, starless sky, painting the brutal night in vivid, destructive hues. The palace courtyard is plunged into a chaotic night battle, the air thick with the clash of steel and desperate cries. Prince Caladhrion moves with deadly grace, a blur of motion as his blue-flamed sword, Maeltharion, sings through the chaos. 3 raiders fall from their saddles, cut down by Caladhrion's blade, leaving trails of ozone in their wake. In the distance, his youngest brother, Arendorian, leads a line of archers towards a high gallery. Arrows rain down on the enemy from above, a deadly shower orchestrated by Arendorian. Amidst the swirling battle, Caladhrion's fierce determination shines, a beacon of defiance in the night. Thalandor, a grizzled commander, roars, "Hold the line!" His voice echoing in the sanctum entrance. His warriors, sweat glistening, brace against the ornate doors, their bodies straining with desperate resolve. Outside, unseen Drukhari sorcery pulls at the massive doors, the air shimmering with dark, insidious energy. Ancient locks, imbued with powerful wards, groan and splinter, unable to withstand the relentless magic. With an agonizing shudder, the massive doors are ripped inward, creating a gaping maw into the sacred space. The sanctum is breached, its hallowed entrance now a terrifying portal to an unknown horror. In the opulent palace courtyard, a shimmering magical bind pulsates, casting an eerie glow over the scene. Lithariel materializes within its confines, her form enshrouded by menacing shadows, a prisoner of dark magic. Her eyes, blazing with an inferno of fury, dart wildly, scanning every inch for a non-existent escape route. The magical bonds tighten, their mystical energy rippling around her, a cruel cage of light and shadow. Despite her desperate plight, Lithariel's silence speaks volumes, a testament to her unyielding resolve. Her fierce determination glares through the magical prison, a defiant challenge to her captors. Under the moon's cold gaze, Caladhrion watches in horrified disbelief as Lithariel is cruelly taken away, his world collapsing. A searing clarity replaces his shock, and with a desperate cry of, "Lithariel!" he charges forward, a warrior reborn. Before him, a net of blacklight shimmers, an impenetrable barrier dropping with cruel finality. The unyielding darkness separates them, a silent scream echoing in the moonlit courtyard as their paths diverge. Under the cloak of night, Maeltharion stands on the palace balcony, his head bared to the chilling air. His scarred face is a mask of serene triumph, a flicker of satisfaction dancing in his eyes. With a swift, decisive motion, he raises a gleaming dagger, saluting Caladhrion in silent homage. His hand gestures with an ominous command, pulling the keeper Lithariel closer. Lithariel is drawn, her form fading into the encroaching shadows of the night. Maeltharion watches her vanish, a dark victor in the silent, starless night. A cacophony of blaring horns echoes through the Loryndralis streets, a chilling symphony of chaos. Drukhari raiders, dark shapes blurring, melt back into the shadows, a disciplined and frightening retreat. Caladhrion reaches the empty spot where Lithariel once stood, his blade still smoking from recent combat. His breath rasps harshly in the cold night air, a desperate testament to his exertion and despair. Despair etches itself onto Caladhrion's face as he stands alone, the weight of loss heavy in his hand. The cobblestone streets of Loryndralis gleam, reflecting the dim, eerie glow of distant streetlights. Thalandor's hand clamps around Caladhrion's arm, his eyes darting nervously into the shadowy alleys. Thalandor's knuckles whiten, his voice a desperate plea. "Don't pursue him. It's a trap. I feel it." Caladhrion's jaw is set, his gaze unyielding as he declares, "I don't care." Thalandor's grip tightens, his final warning echoing, "Care for the city first, then we pursue." The last raiders flee Loryndralis Square, a relentless rain of arrows driving them into the dawn. Curses echo from the city's defenders as smoke billows from Loryndralis, a city wounded but defiant. Caladhrion stands amidst the chaos and smoke, his jaw set in grim resolve. He makes a silent, unwavering promise to the burning city. "I will bring her home." In the hushed council chamber, dawn's cold light illuminates Varian, peaceful in death upon his bier. Caladhrion stands tall, grim yet resolute, as the mournful tolling of city bells echoes through the solemn chamber. His gaze sweeps over the assembled crowd, a silent command in his firm expression. Stepping forward, Caladhrion's voice rings out, clear and commanding, calling for volunteers to answer the dire need. Veterans and courageous youths, their faces etched with battle and burning with resolve, step forward, forming the Sevenfold Company. The elite Sevenfold Company, led by Caladhrion, Thalandor, and Arendorian, rides through an ancient forest, their faces grim. They ford a swift river, the icy water chilling their mounts as they press onward. The warriors begin an arduous climb up a rocky mountain pass, the air thick with growing tension. Shadowy Drukhari raiders ambush them, each skirmish a brutal struggle for survival. Every mile tests their unwavering resolve as they face the relentless, ever-present threat. In the frigid Black Moon spire cell, Lithariel kneels, bound by chains of shadow that tighten with every breath, a picture of quiet defiance. Through a grimy window, she glimpses a courtyard where brutal training echoes, a stark contrast to her silent suffering. Maeltharion, a silhouette of imposing power, enters, his gaze fixed on Lithariel, anticipating the secret she holds. Miles away, Caladhrion dreams of a moonlit balcony and a door she must never be compelled to open, a haunting premonition.